Sharma. Honorable Member Dr. K. Lakshman.
Thank you, Vice Chairman sir, for giving me this opportunity to speak on this historical bill introduced in the House. I rise today and extend my strong and unequivocal support to this Shanti bill. This proposed legislation is not merely a technical reform or a sectoral adjustment. It is a forward-looking national statement reflecting India's confidence, maturity, and readiness to lead in clean, reliable, and responsible energy for the 21st century. Under the leadership of our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, who is the man who takes a bold decisions to see that India marches ahead. And he also demonstrated bold reforms. And he strongly believes in three principles: reform, perform, and transform. And the philosophy is reform with foresight, growth with safeguards, and development with dignity. Sir, the Atomic Energy Bill in 1962, the act which was passed in a very different India, an India that was still consolidating its scientific institutions and technological foundations. At that time, it was appropriate that nuclear energy remained strictly within the domain of central government.
No, that's wrong.
Now, this bill not only proposes to have a semi-government and private partnership, because, as rightly said by our earlier colleagues, this government has an ambitious and commitment to go for a clean and renewable energy. And this government has taken a bold decision to see that to achieve energy independence, to decarbonize its economy, and to attain net zero carbonization by 2020, where it needs lakhs of crores of rupees, which may not be possible by any government. So, private partnership is a step towards achieving that goal. India has already taken decisive steps in this direction. Over the last decade, there has been 60% increase in nuclear power generation and 71% increase in installed nuclear capacity. 10 nuclear reactors are being pursued, and the country has set a bold target of 100 gigawatts of nuclear power capacity by 2047. That is, by the time the independence achieves 100 years, so the dream of making India as a Vikasit Bharat, the dream of our beloved Prime Minister to make Vikasit Bharat, so we also have to attain and achieve such goals. But unfortunately, Congress, during its regime, UPA, celebrated the Indo-US civil nuclear agreement, but lacked the courage, clarity, and the competence to operationalize. Congress wanted the optics of reforms, but not the responsibility of governance. Congress' opposition to nuclear energy has always been rooted in fear-mongering rather than facts. It was always, during 10 years' rule, it was policy paralysis, and it was under pressure from its coalition partners to take any decisions, and somehow we lost a precious decade where India lost. Honorable Sir, the particular instances where states like Telangana, which is upcoming in data centers and technology, cloud computing, fintech and artificial intelligence, and digital services. Hyderabad today attracts large-scale investments and that demand uninterrupted high-quality power supply. The consumption has increased in manifold. Right from now, shortage to surplus, the electoral sector now, which has come up in Modi's regime. In this Shanti bill, it's not just an energy reform. It is a digital economy enabler. And particularly to achieve this target, government has come out with a major nuclear energy mission in the current union budget. Under this mission, India aims to develop at least 5 indigenously designed SMRs by 2033 and to achieve 100 gigawatts of nuclear capacity by 2047. So, India's largest nuclear project, recently our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has launched a nuclear power plant at Mahi Banswara in Rajasthan, wherein 4 into 700 megawatt projects of Anushakti Vidyut Nigam Limited with a cost of 42,000 crores is a part of India's fleet mode of program. Sir, I fail to understand why our opposition and critics, when this Shanti bill has come up, why they are so ashanti. I fail to understand. But this not only being a clean and energy sector, but also helps in social good and public welfare. Nuclear power plants currently produce 56,000 million units of clean electricity, accounting for 3% of the country's total generation. This has prevented nearly 49 million tons of carbon dioxide emissions. Importantly, nuclear power remains cost-effective, with an average tariff of approximately rupees 3.83 per unit. So, beyond the power, Department of Atomic Energy has developed technologies and directly benefit citizens, spanning healthcare, agriculture, food sector, water purification, waste management, and hydrogen, this thing also. But as I said, under Congress rule, nuclear energy was treated as a political burden, a protest management problem, a subject best avoided during elections. Congress leaders who now lecture in the House on safety conveniently forget that nuclear plants prevent 49 million tons of carbon dioxide emission annually. Nuclear energy provides round-the-clock clean power, unlike intermittent renewables. Without nuclear energy, India has to more depend on coal and imports. So, when we talk of this climate change and when we talk of renewable energy, nuclear power, we have seen some countries like France, 90% of the electricity is produced by nuclear, this thing only. But still, India has to go ahead. This bill, definitely, I assure and feel confident that it comes up with the dreams. We have seen during Vajpayee's regime how our nuclear power has been demonstrated, that Pokhran, in spite of sanctions by America, but our leadership, right from Vajpayee ji and Modi ji, because we have a strong will for the nation. But with this, Shanti bill draws a clear political line. It is science versus superstition, confidence versus fear, and nation building versus narrative politics. Congress as opposition is not safety or public interest. It is about defending a failed leadership and legacy. But the Prime Minister has chosen to move forward, making nation a forward. Sir, Modi ji always thinks of next generation, not next general elections. Congress always thinks of next election only.
Dr. Lakshman.
Modi plans,
Dr. Lakshman,
policies,
please
Congress
speak on the bill.
Promises. Now,
please speak on the bill.
Sir, yes, sir. This is regarding bill only, and what type of governance we have seen. मोदी की नजर अगली पीढ़ी पर है, कांग्रेस की नजर अगली सीट पर है. Modi's roadmap runs for decades. Congress road shows runs till polling day. And Modi's future is perfect. For Congress, it's a project report before elections. मोदी के लिए बहुत एक परियोजना है, कांग्रेस के लिए चुनाव पूर्व रिपोर्ट है. Modi's plans for tomorrow's India, Congress plans for tomorrow's polls. This is the change we can see between the leadership. So, the entire country now believes in the leadership of Modi ji, where Modi, the dream of making Vikasit Bharat, developed India by 2047. I am sure and confident this bill definitely makes India a progressive India in all fields. I strongly support in this bill, sir. Thank you, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Lakshman. Now, Honorable Member